All right, so wait a fucking minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Wait a fucking what the hell is going on in the world today? So we do a whole pod. I do 2 pods in one day. 2.5-hour pods. Get home, start streaming. Just a regular Sunday. Everything's good. So I thought. Just gonna stream, not watching the Oscars. I don't like watching none of that shit. It's usually boring. Nothing I really want to watch. I probably should have watched it. They did a lot of stuff I wanted to see.
Yeah.
They got back like a lot. They got back together with a lot of actors from old movies and shit. I think it was the 30th anniversary of like White Man Can't Jump or some shit like that. And they got Wesley Rosen and Woody together. They got a bunch of other people together. John Travolta and Sam Jackson. There's a bunch of shit going on. What?
Nobody talking about that.
The highlight of the motherfucking evening in the next, at least 3 days.
Probably longer than that, honestly.
Yeah. So I give it a good week.
A good week?
Well, just because people got to get their podcast shit off like we doing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yo, I say at least until that Red Table Talk come out, nigga. They gonna be talking about this shit for a minute.
Nah, but I think Red Table Talk go in seasons, don't it?
Do it?
I never watched that show.
I haven't heard about one being announced in a while, so it got to go in seasons.
Oh, damn. But
yeah, man. The slap her around Hollywood, man. We got we dead ass had to come back and do an emergency pod because by the time this shit come out, by the time we record next episode and it comes out next Wednesday, it's gonna be old news. Yeah. Everybody's gonna have their takes and shit like that, and it's just like, we just wanted to get this shit off and get this shit over with before, it becomes old news. Yeah, that fucking J. Cole line is getting more complex every day.
It's like it goes away, then it comes back. It goes away.
Yeah, it's like I want it, but then I don't want it, then I need it, then I gotta have it, then I don't want it.
It's not relevant. Now it's relevant. First it was relevant again. She was all seen it in. And now it's like, nah, that is love. He slapped a nigga for her. Yeah. I need that love. It's like a tide that comes back and goes and comes back.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's very late at night. We're gonna try to tackle as much as we can before I just give up. It's so many facets to this thing that we need to unpack. I guess we had like a good 24 hours or whatever to get our thoughts together and like our opinions and shit. We read the internet, we saw the memes and stuff like that. So you are unaware, living under a rock, your internet doesn't work, or you steal cable. I don't know what you do. So Chris Rock was presenting an award for Best Documentary at the Oscars, right?
Yep.
He was spitballing. He was going off the beaten path, just going off the cuff with the crowd, making jokes about people in the crowd. And then, after he made a couple, he went and got to Will and Jada. Said something about Will. Ha ha ha.
I don't think he said nothing about
Jada. Huh?
I don't even think he said nothing about Will. I think he just said Jada.
Nah, he
did something about Will before that, but it included like some other actors or some shit. Like, I don't know. I gotta watch it.
Mario Bardem, because him and his wife were both nominated, and he was saying if she loses, he gotta hope he can't win. And he gotta hope Will wins because if his wife loses, so he wasn't really talking shit about Will on that one. Yeah.
So that happened. Then he made an off the cuff joke, which like all this news has come out on Monday, where it was like, Chris Rock didn't write that. Maybe somebody in the writer's room wrote that, and Chris Rock got the brunt of it. So he made a joke about Jada's hair, which there is none. And I found out that she was suffering from alopecia. Yeah. First time I've heard of it.
You never heard of alopecia before?
No, that Jada had
alopecia. I'm talking about her having it.
I seen the article. I seen the article last year.
Yeah,
but I kind of glossed over that shit though.
Yeah. Oh, I don't remember reading it or hearing about it. So this is the first time I've actually heard about it, her having alopecia, right? Because I just thought, she was one of them rock stars, earthy chicks, cut your hair, grow it back, you just living the life. You just doing whatever.
She her hair a lot. She does.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was a style. So
not no more.
No. So Chris Rock makes a joke.
Yeah.
Joke didn't go over so well. Will laughed at first.
Yeah, that's where
didn't like the shit, rolled the eyes. And it was like a 7-8 second interval
Yeah.
Where we don't know what happened, what was said, what face gestures, what hand gestures, what body language. We don't know nothing. We just know Will walked on that stage, ready for smoke. Chris, unbeknownst to him, thinking it's just all fun and games. That's my friend. Ain't nothing gonna happen to me. I'm on stage. Security? No, I don't need that. He brings his hand from Mississippi and just
hit him good too.
Smack Chris Rock dead in his motherfucking jaw.
And I gotta give Chris Rock his props because he ate that.
Yeah.
Because he didn't land flush though.
Nah, I thought he slapped him straight across the shit.
Nah, I mean he did, but like he like grazed the mic and like it wasn't flush. Like you would have heard like a pop if it was flush.
He didn't like stumble back or nothing. He just like
it was just like a Will hands fucking shit.
Yeah.
Well, he played Ali.
It was down here. It was up here.
He played Ali. He got the. You saw his foot.
Foot pivot.
Yeah, you saw his foot go. He followed through with that shit. Nigga.
Yeah, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, nigga.
So smacks Chris, goes back to his seat. Chris Rock is stunned.
Yeah.
Doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Will Smith gets back to his seat and says, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth."
Yeah.
Chris Rock says, "Wow, dude, it was a G.I. Jane joke." Will repeats itself. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I will.
Okay, God. Yo, he was shook.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think he was not shook. I think he was in shock, though.
Yeah, shooketh.
Shooketh.
Well, I think I consider
one of them
separate things.
If you want to
shock is like just some shit just happened to you.
Yeah, some shit just happened. It's just a shock. I didn't expect to get smacked in front of billions on a global fucking show.
Jesus.
To me, it was like he's scared. I don't know if he was scared. I just feel like he was like, "What the fuck just happened?" He's trying to get his shit together. Like,
damn, man.
Yeah.
And then like the rest of the night, everybody's trying to figure out the who, what, when, where, why.
Yeah,
all this shit. Because it is Monday that we're recording this part. They both have apologized, which I feel one is justified, one is just pussy.
Wait, what?
Who's pussy?
Chris Rock.
Why?
I'm not apologizing. You slapped me on national fucking television. Not apologizing for that shit.
Apologize that
I understand I made a joke in poor taste. I'm not apologizing for that shit. You smacked me, dog. I feel like I got my just due. I'm not apologizing for shit.
You felt bad.
You got smacked and apologized, nigga. Put your pussy away.
don't do that, nigga. He's like, my bad. I didn't know she, because he didn't know that she had alopecia. Well, it's not even just that she has it's not even just that she has alopecia. She has an autoimmune disease, which is causing the alopecia, and we don't know what that could be. So she could probably. I'm assuming it's probably something like lupus or something, and lupus could be very serious because people die from that.
Of course.
Yeah. But so I think it could be
like. Go ahead.
No, so I just think maybe that's why they're so on edge. And also, I think Will just kind of like
had it up.
That nigga's going through it. Like, if you read his book, like he always felt that he was like a coward.
Yep.
That he never actually been himself until like of lately. And like he was always the dude that everybody like he's the pushover. He's the corny guy. And he never wanted to be like that. And like his book just explains a lot of this shit. At first I was like, wow, like he really did that. But then again, when I look back what he said in his book, I was like, it's understandable. Like I just think this was like a meltdown that everybody's seen live, and it just shocked everybody. Like Lupita's face.
Oh, he's a fucking gift now.
Yeah.
Yo, if it was anybody that minded their goddamn business and just went along with it, it was like Lupita just set that bar.
Yeah.
Like, these American Negroes are different.
Yeah. I'm going back home.
Yeah.
I'm not with any of this.
Yeah, I think it's just the straw that broke the camel back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris just happened to catch the brunt of it.
Do you think it had anything to do with that 2016 joke?
I'm sure it did.
Probably.
Didn't help because he's already piling on his wife. Because he's like, I think it's around the time of the Oscar So White stuff, I think.
Yeah, I'm like that.
Jada was trying to get him to boycott it and not host it, and then he made some joke about how basically she's not a big enough star to even deserve to be there. Basically is what it boils down to. He's like, you
No,
can
I don't think she
invite
did
it.
anything that year to be there, did she? Like they only
But-
invite people. That
Yeah, she
were
was just in
like,
TV shows at the
Yeah,
time.
it's just but
I think she was in
'cause he's like-
Gotham.
yeah, so basically the jab is like, you don't even do anything to get an Oscar for. So it's like you tell him not to come. It's like you're only here because Will's here. Like, so that's basically what the jibe was. So I'm sure if that really pissed him off, you hold on to that, and then you fast forward talking about her disease that he doesn't know that she had though. But him talking about that shit,
Well,
smack.
how the hell is he supposed to know that's a joke in bad taste?
He's not because he didn't know.
Why? So why do they expect Chris Rock to be privy about what's going on with Will Smith's wife's health?
No one expected him to be. That's
I
no one
feel
expect-
like everyone's attacking him. Was like, yo, you shouldn't have made that joke. I feel like
Oh.
we learned nothing from Chadwick type thing.
That's what some people's stance are, and there's some truth in that, right? Because everybody
Yeah, there
was
is.
clowning Chadwick. Oh, he looks so crazy.
Yeah.
The little crackhead from the PJ's memes and all that shit.
Oh yeah.
And to find out the nigga freaking had cancer and died from that shit.
Yeah.
So so the same thing with her. She has alopecia and it's from an autoimmune disease. You don't know what if she dies in a year, God forbid. But like, what if she dies from that shit a year from now? It's like, oh, you made fun of her. She's bald or whatever. So like, I can understand people's takes on that, but Chris Rock is a comedian. He's having to host a show and that no one ever really wants to watch. His job is to try to make it as entertaining as possible. And
He made it entertaining.
Yeah, he did.
Absolutely. This is probably the most talked about Oscars in the world, and nobody's even talking about the awards.
Nobody talking about none of the awards.
Yeah.
So like, I can't blame him for making the joke. And it wasn't even it wasn't even that bad of a joke to me personally.
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
But
you got to defend your wife and like just the whole discussion around. Oh, it's like this is the most divided thing I've seen in a while.
Fact.
It was like some people on the side of like, yo, Will Smith did the right thing. Oh, go King, you defending your wife type thing. There's other sides of like, nah, that wasn't the right place or the time. You could have checked them backstage after the show, after party, something like that. And there's another side like Will's overreacting, and then it was like, Chris is, wrong, or Chris is a comedian. And it was like, this is what he does. Y'all shouldn't be so soft. Y'all should be used to this. And it's like, I don't know what side to take.
I am strictly down the middle.
Right. Do you think that people are upset because Will did it? Like out of all people was Will? Like, let's just imagine if Denzel walked up in and smacked him, or Samuel Jackson. It's like,
if Sam Jackson did it, we kind of get it. I think because it's Will and he comes off so lighthearted and like, distinguished and, just this evolved person that we've seen over the years. We never heard anything wild about Will. We never heard about like any confrontations. Maybe that one time he smacked that dude in France or whatever the fuck it was. That was the only like real like heat, and that wasn't even crazy, but it was just the fact that it was the prestigious Will Smith and the comedic Chris Rock. And that's one beef I'd have never saw coming.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. I don't know. I really don't know where to stand on this, because Will's been getting a lot of jokes for about the last 18 months, 2 years, something like that, with all the entanglement shit.
Right.
Everybody's talking about his wife and this, that, and the third, talking about, oh, his wife's a whore. There's a bunch of memes going around. You can't escape the internet. All these things are living on the internet forever. And it's just like, yo, how much can one human take when millions and millions of people are in your mentions on a daily basis on multiple platforms? It's like, at one point, I'm gonna get in a room with one of y'all niggas and I'm gonna fuck y'all up. So I don't know if the normal human brain is supposed to just take all that onslaught of just negativity. And he just snapped.
Yeah, he just snapped, really, unfortunately.
He got really emotional.
Yeah, like I'm in the middle, because on one hand, it's just a joke. And it wasn't the world's worst joke. But on the other hand, that is your wife. But the thing that I don't like, or I have issue with, is that he laughed at the joke. So it's not even like he seemed to be, but it could have been one of the things where
Jada's fault.
I got to see that camera angle, that single camera angle on him the whole time, to see that 7 seconds of what happened. Did he look over at Jada and be like, "Oh, you offended"? Okay.
No, it's all Jada's fault.
That's what it's looking like, honestly.
Yeah, because they had a camera angle, and after the Joker looked like, oh, he chuckled a little bit, and then they cut away, and then next thing you know, Chris Rock is telling the rest of his jokes or doing the rest of his monologue or whatever, and then Will was walking up there and slapping her, and like, so at first you seem like to not take it so seriously, but I guess he looked at her, and you could see the aggravation in her face when the joke was
the
had.
eye roll and
She
stuff.
rolled her eyes.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe there was a quick exchange, and then he was like, "Okay, I gotta do it." But then also, like Bobby was saying in his book, I guess his dad would be his mom. I guess was physically abusive to his mother, and he didn't do anything about it. So I think he does have a lot of that in him. And as Bobby says in the book, he felt like a coward because he didn't do anything, and he probably felt like he didn't do enough to defend his mother and the women in his life and just people in general.
That's
Again,
really
this might just be the thing that the straw that broke the camel's back is like, oh, he's attacking my wife, and he attacked her the last time we were here, and now I have to defend her. So
yeah, so
there's a
he
little bit of that.
he saw his mother and Jada and felt like he had to protect her, but it was like there has to be a right place and right time for that. But I don't want to attribute like
Nah, on site, nigga.
I mean it is on site. I get it, but
Yeah, you the ops.
you're Will Smith,
Put the switch on the
and that's Chris. Like I don't know. I don't know where to stand, but I don't know what goes on in their house. I don't know the conversations they have. I just know what we've seen publicly, and it's just not been good for the past 2 damn years. Ever since that August Alsina shit came out,
Yeah,
it's just been not good for them. They already had rumors about them being swingers and all types of stuff, and
yeah. So you talking about just the last 2 years? They've been getting piled on
it'd be
for
crazy. Now
Yeah.
you got
for
now.
years.
Now my wife is fighting for her life, and unbeknownst to you, you don't know that. You think you just making a joke off the cuff. My wife is sitting there fighting for her life. Like imagine waking up, going to wash your hair, and your hair just falling out, and you don't know why.
Yeah.
And you got to do it. And like your wife problems are your problems.
Yeah, and we don't know how much losing her hair actually hurts her. Like how sad or
A
depressed or
black
anything she might
woman,
be.
a black woman's hair. You crazy?
Yeah, and we don't see
That's
any of
true.
that.
That's part of you. That's part of you.
So he might be, so he might have initially laughed, and then he saw her face and was like, "Oh, I forget." Like at home, she's fucking crying every day.
Yeah, like in context, when you think about it, that's probably one of the reasons why Willow cut her hair to make her mother more comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look, mom, I cut my shit. Like, it's all right.
I didn't think of that till just now.
Yeah,
People do that.
Solidarity.
So yeah, Will Smith has just put out an apology on Instagram of all places, which has 2 million likes at the moment.
Yeah, I didn't read it, but he did apologize to Chris, right?
Let's see. It says in this, I hope these are Will Smith's sincere words. It says, violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. Now, how the fuck did we miss this? How did we miss that Jada has an actual medical condition? I feel like a bunch of other people just found out that Jada's going through something, but that's besides the point. Let's see. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. I would also like to apologize to the Academy, the producers of the show, all the attendees, and everyone watching around the world. I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret that my behavior has stained what has been an otherwise gorgeous journey for all of us. I am a work in progress. Sincerely, Will. Right.
You know what's fucked up though? Like, this is forever going to be a stain on his legacy. Every time they talk about Will Smith getting the Oscar, every time they talk about
real niggas celebrate him now.
Every time they talk about Will Smith getting the Oscar, they go like, "Yo, you remember when he scrapped Chris Rock?" You done fucking overshadowed your whole fucking achievement, my nigga.
This is his first Oscar win
moments I've ever seen in my life.
This is his first Oscar win, and no one's talking about the fact that he won an Oscar.
He slapped the nigga and won an Oscar the same night.
But no one's talking about the Oscar win. They're talking about the slap.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yo, you know how iconic that is,
What does
though?
it say? You don't give a fuck. See, you don't care about the Oscar win. You care about the slap.
No, because I didn't watch King Richard, so I don't know. Yeah, I got nothing to compare it to, but I know violence.
I know violence.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit was like, this nigga won an award.
Yeah.
On global television.
Yeah.
Before he slapped one of our most prominent black.
He won after he slapped him.
Ever.
He won after he slapped him.
Yes.
God
slapped
damn.
him, went back to his seat, and then he
went back to his seat. They still gave a nigga the award. They tell him to leave nothing. That nigga got up there, had a whole speech plan, threw that shit out. Said, you know what? Waterworks here to protect my family.
Oh man.
It's being called on to do great things.
Yeah, now the whole thing, another conversation that everyone's having online is that would Will have done this if it wasn't Chris Rock? Would he have smacked a white person, a bigger person, an older person?
Well,
do you think if
he smacked that dude.
Huh?
He smacked the dude in France, so that's already proven. His hand is like for everybody, nigga.
I mean, yeah. His hands is E rated for everyone, nigga.
Everybody.
Oh man.
Slap. Talking about my wife, slap.
I'm pretty sure if it was Louis C.K. up there, he slapped the shit out of him. Like, he don't give a fuck.
Now, if it's The Rock, he might think twice.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I don't know about that.
That's the conversation I was having in Discord. I was like, I think he would slap The Rock in a more secure area though, like because the fight won't last long. So it's like, I need y'all to help me. I'm gonna slap this nigga, but I need security to get me.
I don't know the way he did that. I think he would have smacked The Rock too. Right?
I do think Chris is like a different kind of relationship because they knew each other for like 30 years or some shit. Chris was on fucking Fresh Prince.
Yeah, they're in that same like class.
Yeah,
if you want to call it, you know.
I mean, but that don't mean they fuck with each other just because they grew up together.
Yeah, not that you fuck with them. It's just like
it's like you're familiar though.
That's my guy.
I'll smack a nigga I'm familiar with. Fuck that nigga.
Fair.
Like the fuck? The fuck that guy doing anything? Talking shit. Run up and get done up, nigga.
Do what I want to do more.
What? Smack a nigga?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Someone as distinguished as Will Smith.
No.
Got up in front. He got on the Oscar stage, man.
Yeah, he also got money for bail and lawyers and shit.
Yeah.
Fine.
I ain't let the nigga sue you for millions.
I ain't gonna take nothing from nothing.
Touche, my nigga.
I ain't got nothing for you. What you gonna take from me?
You gonna take shoelaces, bitch? Go ahead, take it.
God damn.
Shit, I don't want to talk to nobody no way.
Car. You can have that, nigga. Fuck you.
Yeah, that car. I walk. Shit. Train passes still work. I don't know, man. It's a tough space for both parties.
Yeah, I wish it didn't happen. Cause now I do. What I hate is it feels like more and more, whether it's actually true or not, but this is how it feels to me, is everything that Will does seems to slowly chip away at like the bigger picture, his legacy. Like, because now it seems more he edges more into like joke territory than not. It's like August, I've seen this stuff, and now this is like I feel like it's chipping away a little bit. Like people aren't going to take him as serious as they should. I think.
I don't think so, because how many people have made it out of this game unscathed?
A lot. Denzel ain't do nothing crazy that I know of.
That we know of.
Sam Jack ain't do nothing crazy that I remember.
That we know of.
Oh, Sam Jack is basically himself.
I mean,
but he gave him dab after he got at the. He gave him dab after he slapped Chris.
You know, a lot. I mean, the people you name the Denzels and the Sam Jacksons. You know,
I mean, more
we only because of this internet age, we only know what they give us, and they're not a part of that internet age. They're part of that old era where it was like you see them when you see them once a year, once every 2 years. It was like with old musicians, you see them when they got a press run, when they got an album coming out. They don't post their lives. They don't go to the press. They don't do all this shit. So it's like we only get what you give us, and you decided to give us your life on a fucking silver platter. You want to go on these red table talks. You want to be on Instagram. You want to do this. Your family's out there. You want to do you want to show us your life, and then get mad when we show it back to you in the mirror. Like you can't. I don't know if that's the way to live. No, I don't know. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, I mean, but you can only be the butt of somebody's jokes or people's jokes for so long before you have a reaction.
I mean, you can have a reaction, but that's just your life now. Michael Jackson dealt with that his entire life.
But they're people too.
And that we keep forgetting that these people are human.
Yeah, he said it in his speech. Like,
I know, but all this fame, all this money makes us forget. Well, nah, I mean, when you're younger, you kind of don't see celebs as like people. You see him as motherfuckers born with like a silver spoon. Like, oh, since I seen you was always famous, so you ain't really important. You're just a thing that I enjoy. But then when you grow up and realize, like, oh, these people have, drug habits. They have emotional issues. They have mental issues. They have, marital issues. They have all types of shit, just like the rest of us. They just have more money and have way more talent than us.
Facts. I just want him to be in the news for like regular stuff. Like,
that's not
shit.
No more entanglements. No more smacking people.
Shit.
Would you like to hear Chris Rock's apology?
Yes.
Oh.
Would you like to hear Chris Rock's apology?
Yes.
As a comedian, I'm a bitch. I should not. No, I'm saying.
No, you need to relax. Chris Rock gonna slap you, nigga.
Wish you, nigga. Yo, Will.
Have you seen the fingers? Seen the fingers? They gonna cut through the air easy,
nigga. Chris Rock states, I don't know if this is an official. I don't know. I don't know where this is from, but it's just floating around the internet. It says, as a comedian, it can be difficult to understand which lines are to be crossed and which ones aren't. Last night, I crossed a line that should have been. Let me see. Last night, I crossed the line that I should have paid an enormous price of my reputation as a renowned comedian. No, you be wilding. I'm trying to read small ass text, and I didn't read it before, so
I don't read them before either like that.
Nigga, I read way better than you.
I didn't say you didn't.
Leave me alone.
I just said it ain't that easy now, is it? That's all I said.
It is. Now, when I've been up all fucking day, comedy has never been about poking fun at or making light of people with major ordeals happening in their lives. Let me bring this closer. Comedy is about using real life circumstances to create laughter and bring light to an otherwise dark world. With that said, I sincerely apologize to my friends Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith, and the rest of the Smith family for the disrespect and disregard I displayed, which was unfortunately broadcast for the world to see. I hope that with time, forgiveness can come of this situation, and we can all be better, more considerate people in the end. That is Chris Rock's statement. Do we feel Chris Rock was wrong? From a comedian standpoint, do we feel Chris Rock was wrong? Because Chris Rock made jokes on everybody. That one just got personal, but he didn't know it was an ailment.
Me personally, no. I don't think he's wrong.
Yeah.
I don't. It's just not, he's not psychic. And,
right.
And it's just, to him, it's just, he just has a haircut. And he's a thing. And now that doesn't mean they couldn't be upset, but he could have talked to him. He could have said, hey, behind the scenes, like, hey, by the way, blah, 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 blah. Would you mind not doing that no more? That's what he really should have done, from being honest. He didn't have to
but this is all based on emotion and in the moment. And, in hindsight, now we can think about what we should have done in the moment.
Exactly.
It's like, nah, I blacked out. I don't want to blame drugs on Will Smith. Nah, but like the blackout like that is kind of crazy because like I'm on two sides with Will Smith. So it's like one, drugs might have, not like, deathly drugs or nothing like that. Just like, chemical imbalance. I don't know. Drugs might have played a part, he might have been hyper emotional, hypersensitive, hyper something. He went up there and just wilded out, blacked out, right?
Nigga on that horse?
Whatever. He blacked out and it happened. Two, it was a culmination of shit. So it was like all the jokes. I'm finally in a room with somebody. What you say?
Nothing.
Say it again.
So you say he on that smack?
Smack.
that horse. On that H.
On that dog food.
Dog food. In a scat.
Scared.
He trying to chase the dragon.
Ew.
Nah, but
not the booger sugar.
He on the booger sugar, baby. He on that blow. On the Sherman Hams.
Oh,
I just think he's like a little. From what I've seen, I think he's a little mentally unstable at the point, and he might need to take a break. I mean, look, how long?
He's mentally unstable. I think he suffers from that. I don't think it's mentally unstable. I think he suffers from that thing of being in the spotlight too long.
Man, to laugh like, ha, 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 oh, I'm gonna smack you, then start crying, that's wild,
because he know
nigga.
what he did, Bobby.
That's wild, man. I don't know. That's
like saying, it kind of chips away at like the fucking the thing that we known as Will Smith. They didn't replace that Rocky statue. Matter of fact, now I'm thinking about it.
Will Smith
instead of this, it need to be this.
Like,
easy.
Yo, I saw a nigga got that tattooed on him already.
Oh,
the snack?
Yeah.
God damn.
Rock ain't even real. Niggas from Philly.
God damn.
Fuck, man.
It's fire, nigga. It's the greatest.
Yo, Rocky got a statue before actual niggas.
That's crazy.
A fictional nigga got a statue before, like,
that's a good point.
Frederick Douglass or some shit. Like Will Smith, Frederick Douglass, Freeway. He got a statue before mad niggas.
Freeway.
Nah, Freeway deserves something.
God damn.
Kevin Hart don't got a statue nowhere.
Yeah.
Nah, but like I was saying, I think it's either drugs or a combination of y'all been playing with me for too long. This is a message to all you niggas. I will do this shit prime time to anybody who fuck with me. It's just Chris just happened to be the first victim. I don't know how many more times it's gonna happen.
Hopefully none more.
So
I don't know. I think the jokes have just reset.
Oh no, we got all new ones now.
Because everybody keep pulling out their ass. Oh, why Will ain't slap August like that?
Facts.
You motherfuckers do not listen to shit.
Yeah, because they were not together when he had sex.
They weren't together.
He didn't cheat on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's annoying, and sure, it's probably sucks. It's a little embarrassing that people know about it, but when they had at least the story that they told us, they were not in a relationship when them two got together. And then
we all falling victim to the public narrative.
Facts.
Time and again, like with Jesse, busted Jesse.
No,
but
nobody fell victim to that.
I did.
I did not.
I did.
You believe that, nigga?
For a second, because it was just like, what? Because it was so. The thing that made it believable was like, why would somebody do that?
Well, he kept the sub, so I was like, wow, how the fuck you still got the sub?
Nah, all right. So
then as they started chipping away at the start, you went to the police station with the noose around your neck.
And police on you?
And the sub made it home.
Wait, but you went home and ate the Subway first, and then you went?
And then I think somebody did like the like it was like 12 degrees that day at 2.
Yeah,
like
it was cold as fuck.
I was like, I don't really like that. Ain't Subway, whether like you could DoorDash some shit, dog.
And you think Trump supporters know what Empire is?
Yes.
That shit.
And then as days went on, I was like, you know what? I was wrong.
Nah,
I was way wrong. Now, if you were Will or Chris, Ash, what would you have done? So if you were Will, he talked about your wife. Your wife is going through a seemingly secret medical condition. What would you do?
Again, it's easy to pass a test after you know the answers.
Right.
I would like to think I would just talk to him afterwards. Like I wouldn't have gone up there and smacked him. But when your emotions is emotions. So I want to say that I would handle it the right way and just go there, not go up there, but talk to him afterwards. Just like, yo, I ain't like that, fam. We got to work on this.
A whisper in the air or some shit like that.
We got to work on this. Yeah, we got. I mean, it's like, hit him with a calm adult shit. That's what I like to tend to say. And then if it happened to me, I don't know. I think I'd try to fight back.
Yeah, I don't think
I don't know if I'd have been that calm.
Yeah,
just because I don't generally typically try to disrespect nobody. I feel like it's mad disrespectful.
Nah, you don't smack another grown man. You could punch me. It's like spit, smack, punch.
Well, yeah,
That's like
but
the levels of disrespect.
But the
You
smack
spit on me, I gotta try to kill you. You smack me, you gotta fight at least.
But I understand the smack, because the smack is I'm not trying to really fight you, but I'm trying to let you know. Because if I want to fight you, I'm gonna just punch you. The smack is like, yo,
you can't
taking it too far.
Contact with me.
Well, I mean, I think that's what people's rationale behind the smack is. But if you hit me,
it was global televised television.
Run up and get done up, nigga. That's all I'm saying.
That should have been Will. Will should have ran up, and Chris Rock should have done him up.
Now, I don't know if Chris Rock would have won that.
It's not about winning. It's about fucking honor and ego and like fucking like can't let nobody slap you and walk away.
You're not gonna walk away. Man, you can't war star Chris Rock like that, dude.
Yeah,
man. Bobby, what the fuck would you have done if you was Chris or Will?
If I was Chris, I would have to fight. Like even though I'm around all these motherfuckers, I'm like, yo, I gotta fight you now. You're not gonna just walk away.
You, so he doing a commercial or like on the spot?
Nah, it gotta be on the spot because this motherfucker slapped him, then turned his back. I'm like, yo, you getting kicked or RKO'd. You gotta get something. You can't just smack me and walk away like Idris Elba, nigga. Like, nah, you can't do that. Like if I was Will, I don't think I would have took it that serious, but I probably would have walked on stage, but I would have kind of whispered in his ear like, yo, don't do that. And that would have been it. But I don't think I would have slapped them in front of like billions of people.
That was the moment.
That shit's crazy, man.
I don't think nothing can top that this year. I hope nothing tops
Hell
that this year.
no. That shit takes up the whole calendar. You know that that fucking yearly calendar. That shit takes up the whole calendar.
Yo, I need somebody to make like a January, February, and then March is just like the boxes of just the picture.
Here's the unfortunate thing. We say that every year and shouldn't tops everything. So, and the year just started. So
yeah, but I feel like this is like
we still got a World War going on, kind of.
Yeah,
we do. That kind of fucking distracted us from that.
Yeah, and that kind of escalated. It kind of didn't. Because Biden was wild and saying he's trying to replace Putin.
Another motherfucker that went off script and did some bullshit.
Not like that. Man. I was like, yo, you better get this nigga. He was like, oh shit.
Putin ain't playing with y'all.
Nah. Especially because I heard he died, so he trying to go out like a
Yeah, Putin got some type of shit too.
That's what I heard. That's a rumor. There's people saying he got like something. That's why he trying to
kind of like dementia or something like that.
I heard was it ALS or some shit like that?
Something like Alzheimer's.
Something where it's like
something that he got it where he ain't gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, so he's trying to secure some shit before you go.
Let's see
how true that is. I don't know.
Do y'all think it's fake?
What?
The slap? No. Do you think it's staged?
No.
That's what people think. Like a lot of people think it's staged.
Looking at it live, it looked kind of fake because, like I said, the hit didn't land too flush. But then after he walked to his seat and said what he said on like national TV, and then the way the broadcast was acting up, where they was trying to like cutting out the audio and cutting the certain scenes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
At first it seemed fake. I thought it was part of the act, but then like Chris wasn't acting. Like Chris ain't that good.
I don't think Will that good.
And then to know that they both cussed on TV, which is a no.
Yeah. Also, if it was fake, I feel like they would have mentioned that as soon as it happened. Not as soon as, but like very soon after.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't have been this whole now we have to apologize on Instagram shit.
It was a joke.
They'd be like, oh no, that was just a joke. Ha ha ha. They'd have laughed it up or later on or something. But
yeah, like there's a lot of people like saying it's staged. But what made me say it wasn't staged is that they tried to edit that shit live while it was happening.
Yeah,
they tried to cut that shit and they couldn't cut it quick enough.
Yeah, well I think they did. What it did is they like edited out the audio.
Yeah, but after the slap, when Will walked to his seat, you can see like the video cut. Like they tried to cut it, but it was too late. It already passed the edit time.
Yeah.
Then he's like, cut the audio.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta let shit rock.
Well, no, the clip that's a good one. I think it's like the I see what you did there.
Let shit rock.
Is like the Japanese airing of it. And
Yeah.
where, I think
that's where they got it from.
That's where they got that from. So in America, I think it got cut up, but Japan was like,
we got the internet. Oh,
we gonna watch these Negroes slap each other.
Yeah.
I do feel slightly embarrassed though. I do feel slightly embarrassed. It's like, damn, like it had to be niggas to do it, huh? Niggas. God damn. This is a Boondocks episode, man. This shit is a fucking Boondocks episode.
And guess what? It's not coming back.
Yeah, it's not coming back.
Yo, you know who's gonna bring us to prominence?
What?
South Park.
The South Park.
I don't want them to handle this. No, I want black people to do this.
You know Trey and Matt is writing shit up as we speak. They like, yeah, gotta get this out by next week.
Crack right now. They're cooking crack as we speak, my nigga.
Shit.
You know the fucked up thing? They were scared about Kanye coming to the Oscars, and it was Will the whole time.
That's a fact.
That's funny.
It was like, we're uninviting Kanye to the Oscars.
Oh, no,
I was like,
no, that wasn't Grammy.
What soundtrack did he make for a movie score? All this whole time, Will been charging.
No, I think those Grammys.
It was the Grammys?
Oh, the Grammys they banned it from?
Yeah, because I think Grammys are like a week or two after.
Oh, they definitely not having them there now. Fuck that. Can't have him beating up Skeet.
And they have to have Pete got either. That's gonna be fun.
Oh man.
Charged up. Charged up.
Nah, he got it.
God damn.
Wow. I'm honored that you think this is staged.
Yeah. Saturday Night Live, this nigga, and this fucking slapper.
God, man.
What else with this shit?
Nah, but serious business, I do feel like a little slightly embarrassed because you know, like they were protesting so hard for black people to get into space, and then like this shit, out of all people, fucking Will Smith does it. I would.
Who else would have done? Like the
Jay-Z. I would respect it if it was Jay-Z. If it was Jay-Z to do it, I'd be like, okay, I understand that. He's a hood nigga.
He's a rapper.
Yeah, you sold that coke.
Nah, man, the people's champ, the guy that you wouldn't expect, the quiet guy. You know, the guy that's like that seems meek or whatever. Like, nah, nigga, I'm from Philly, West Philly, born and raised.
Yeah, push him to the edge, nigga.
So I'm glad it was him.
Keep thinking I'm pussy.
Keep thinking I'm pussy. If it was anybody, I'm glad it was him.
I just wish he smacked somebody else that wasn't Chris Rock.
You said what?
I wish he smacked somebody else that wasn't Chris Rock. If he had to do it. I wish it was Chris Rock.
Like I don't feel like either of them was wrong or either of them was right. That's the weird shit. Like I don't know where to stand on either of them. I feel like Chris's ignorance got him hit, but I don't think Homie was wrong. I don't think Will was wrong.
He's not wrong for trying to defend his wife. I think he's wrong for attacking Chris.
It's not even defending his wife. It's just like, dog, you better than this. Like you are Will. You are the Zen God. You are, you know, you've evolved. You've fully Charizard, nigga. Like you supposed to be better than this. You went back to Charmeleon right quick. You was like level 16. It's some shit you would have done on the show, maybe.
Still a nigga from Philly.
Still a nigga from Philly, man.
There is one thing that Will said that kind of like I just don't like when people do this in general. Like when he was giving his acceptance speech and he was like, Denzel told him, you know, when you're at your highest, the devil will come for you or some shit like that. I can't stand when people blame the devil for everything bad that happens and God for everything good, because it just dismisses freedom of choice. That's definitely you
in his life. You got to blame somebody.
I mean, you got to blame yourself. You can't keep blaming devil every time you do something bad, like, because there's no accountability. So who's the devil? Chris was saying the joke.
Yeah, I don't. When he said that, I didn't take that as he meant like the literal devil. I thought he meant I took it as him just saying things are gonna come to try to pull you down when you're at your highest. I didn't take it as like actual devil.
It's himself.
Yeah, whether it be whether it be a tweet, something.
Just things trying to chip away at your sanity.
And you apologizing to the Academy. You ain't apologize to Chris.
Oh no, he fucked up about my wife.
That was fucked up, man. That was fucked up.
He did the acceptance speech and said, "I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to this," and didn't do it to Chris. I was like, "My nigga, right now." And then he went to the after party and was still celebrating.
And jiggy with it, nah.
They play. Yo, you telling me they was gonna play getting jiggy with it?
They might.
I think his streams is through the roof right now.
They might. Yeah, I'm about to play the fucking Millennium right now.
Millennium. About to watch Wild Wild West.
Yeah, West. Yo, West. Desperado. Now you don't want another.
They be like, flush me, Lee. Flush me, Jay. Flush me. I be like, no.
Oh, man.
I don't know. It's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know how many memes are gonna be made over this. You motherfuckers are quick with the drawings.
Kellerman. They was
That was
quick.
another thing. Y'all motherfuckers in sleep.
Clip though.
This is gonna blow over soon. I know Chris Rock is going on tour soon, and I have to go. I have to go. He has to write an entire new hour.
Yeah.
You know what Chris Rock has to do?
Mm.
Chris Rock has to come out with security, and they have to be Men in Black. He has to do something like that.
Nah, I shouldn't lit.
You gotta lean into. You gotta have the flashy things. You gotta have the glasses. Something.
It's a slap holding around the globe.
Yeah, man.
Ain't been this crazy since Solange kicked Jay-Z.
Shit.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but even that happened in private. It just got,
because it's on the
leaked out.
camera.
Well, no, it was in the elevator, dog. That's private.
Yeah. Never stopped. They was like,
Yeah, I was like, well, I'm about to make some money.
yeah.
Until we saw the elevator footage, it was like,
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm about to cake it, go for this. He's like, is that Jay-Z? Is that Solange? Oh shit!
oh shit, they banging.
Record.
Nobody tried to help.
Jet cut. No.
Do you think this shit puts a battery in people's back to like go after comedians when they say a joke that they don't like?
I don't know. Not more than normal.
Years.
Yeah, I was gonna say because comedians been getting punched in their face for shit.
Yeah, I stay seeing videos of people going on stage and hitting comedians. This shit happened to DC Young Fly like a year or so ago. Like he beat somebody up. They try to come on stage or something like that. Like it happens all the time in these like small venues. I ain't expect it to happen at like the Oscars.
Yeah, nothing that big.
But I think was it Chris Rock that Mike? No, it was Jamie Foxx. Mike Tyson approached Jamie Foxx for them jokes and like the voices and shit.
Yeah.
Comedians been getting beat up for a while, or like approached for a while. Like this ain't nothing new. It's just it was just the fact that it was Will, and Chris. It's like that's weird.
Yeah,
like that's mad dark skin energy. I just break that for like Wesley or some shit. Like if Wesley was there and niggas had like tax jokes, I'd have fucked Chris up. Not Will.
Free.
Not Jim West. Not Bag of Ants, man.
Back.
Who watched that?
Not 7 pounds.
That's a fucking Agent J. Not concussion.
7 ounce.
Concussion.
I think it was 7 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah, 7 pounds.
Not octopus, nigga.
Octopus.
Yeah.
Or squid. Isn't
squid?
that how he killed himself?
No, it was a stingray. Was it a stingray? A jellyfish.
Not
Jellyfish.
right? Yeah, I think it was a jellyfish.
Yeah.
What was his name in Shark Tale? Oscar? Not Oscar.
I don't know.
Not Oscar.
I have no idea.
It's
Not the bird.
Bird.
I never watched that movie. I just know that it happened.
Right. But I don't know where this takes Will's career. I don't know where this takes Chris Rock's career. I just know that Chris Rock comedy tour is going to be one of legend. He doesn't talk about that the first. He got a double show. Like he going on his own tour and he got a show with Kevin Hart. He got like 5 dates.
Yeah, so
and you gotta adjust that damn near every night. You gotta have a good 15-minute set on Will.
So I got smacked.
I saw it coming, but I did see it coming.
Yo, you know what's amazing is that Shawn Wayans predicted this shit in the skit 15 years ago.
I mean, I think that was just like because Chris Rock was like the comedian. It was like, that was just it. It wasn't nobody else to make fun of. Like he's an easy person to imitate.
Yeah, plus he has a distinct speech.
Very distinct, like movements and vocal whatever. But Will, man.
Oh man.
There's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. That's the name of the podcast?
When there's a will, there's a way.
Changing it?
Oh, yeah. This is Audible. We're calling it Audible.
Or sometimes you gotta let it rock. Or
Yeah.
Let it rock.
Let it rock.
Let it rock. We can change it. Let it rock.
Oh, man.
But yeah, man. Anything else on this?
Nah.
I'm going to bed, nigga.
Yeah, we just had to get that off. So back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah.